Welcome, War Robots fans. This is Cinco, and today I'm going to talk to you about how many weapons of each type you should have in your hangar. With limited resources to spend, you want to make sure you have the right number of weapons of each type in your hangar so you don't waste any of those valuable resources. Let's get to it. With all the bots and weapons available in War Robots, how do you know which ones are the right ones to invest in? And more importantly, the point of this video, how many? First thing to know is the meta is constantly changing. The current meta right now is dominated by the Leech, which is a 4 medium weapon bot. There's also Al Juns in the top hangars, 1 to 2 Al Juns with 2 heavy slots each. Here and there in the top ranks, you'll see some Phantoms, and in squad play you'll see a lot more Phantoms, which is a 2 light and 1 medium weapon bot. The Ravana is just hitting the scene. That's a 3 medium weapon bot, and I don't see that changing the number of weapons that much in the current meta. After doing research, the top pilots across the platforms are still very Leech heavy, with 3 to 5 Leeches in each hangar and 1 or 2 Al Juns, and like I said, just a few Phantoms mixed in as beacon captures, especially when people are playing as big squads. Based on the current meta and the prior meta, which was the Ares 2 medium, 2 light weapon archetype, most of the top hangars were 4 to 5 Ares and an Al Jun or 2 mixed in, and sometimes a Hellburner or Mercury to break up squads with overlapping Pantheon shields. So, based on these facts, I recommend 12 to 16 medium weapons for your hangar. Of these 12 to 16 weapons, if you're into short range brawling, you're going to want to have Storms, Coronas, Igniters, and Cryos. If you're more of a support or medium range player, you're going to want Pulsars, Hussars, or Scourges, but you have to have the fast lock pilot upgrade. Otherwise, Scourges really just have no place in the current meta. At the time of this video, I'm running 6 Storms, 2 Coronas, 2 Pulsars, and 2 Scourges in my own personal hangar. Next, let's talk about the heavy weapons. With Al Jun still being a great bot in the current meta, especially with the new active radar pilot coming out, you really need to build 1 or 2 into your hangar. This means 2 to 4 heavy weapons. I suggest a pair of any of the following: 2 Redeemers, 2 Avengers, 2 Calamities, or 2 Vipers. 2 Avengers are really great at bringing down Ao Ming Titans. 2 Vipers are really useful right now with the corrosive damage being especially effective against the Leech. Avenger rework is coming, so it might not be a great time to upgrade Avengers. However, they are relatively cheap to upgrade for a heavy weapon, so I'll leave that up to you. Now to talk about the forgotten weapon class in the current meta, the light weapons. During the Ares meta, top hangars had 12 to 14 light weapons in them. The current meta has greatly reduced the need for light weapons, with top hangars running 1 Phantom and middle tier hangars running a couple of Phantoms, Blitzes, Striders, or Pursuers. Investing in light weapons just isn't a great idea right now. I recommend investing in 2 to 4 light weapons depending on the bots you have. The best light weapons right now are the Rime and the Halo for brawling, and the Spark and the Marquess for more mid-range fighting. To recap, for medium weapons you want 12 to 16. If you prefer more close range encounters, the Storm, Corona, Igniter, and Cryo will be most effective. If you're more of a medium range player, you want Pulsars, Scourges, and Hussars. For heavy weapons, I recommend 2 to 4 depending on how many Al Juns you want to have in your hangar. Another use for heavy weapons in the current meta is on the Traditionalist Falcon or a Fenner. Both are very tanky bots that definitely have a place in the current meta, they're just not in many top tier hangars. Light weapons, I still recommend only 2 to 4. If you're more of a close range brawler, look to use Halo and Rimes. If you're more of a mid-range fighter, focus on the Marquess and the Spark. If you have a relatively new hangar, I'd focus on the heavy weapons first. You can start leveling heavy weapons on Leos and Natashas, and for the mediums, you can start leveling those by putting them on Griffins. Well, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.